What would you do if someone you've had a separate crush on for years turns out to be your stepmom? That's a question I actually resented as the universe started to play a cruel joke on me. How could this be? My principal? My stepmom? It was too much to wrap my head around. But I had a crush on Miss Williams for, well, let's just say, for as long as I can remember. She was a smart, confident, intimidating, and ridiculously beautiful woman. And when my dad introduced her to me as his wife, I felt like I'd been hit by a truck. Why did it have to be her in all the women on the planet? Why did my dad have to marry my crush? I said, Miss Williams, my mind wrestling with the questions. How did this happen? Why did my dad and she? And what did this mean for me? For my school life? For everything? And during the time we had to stay together, I managed to stay in the shadows, afraid of having a closer encounter with her. Until the one night when I heard groans come from hers in my daddy's bedroom, which pulled me towards the closed door, and with no hesitation pushed it open. As I pushed open the door, I found my stepmom asleep, yet not at peace. Tears were streaming down her face, and her brow raised with worry. I stepped closer as I felt a pang of concern, wondering what secrets her dreams held. I sat on her bed, shook her gently. Mom, wake up. It's just a dream. Her eyes fluttered open. The next thing she did was burying her head in my chest. As I held her timidly, her tears soaked my shirt as she shook in my arms. I tried so much to ignore how close she was and how fast my heart was racing. It was clear that she was in pain, and all I wanted to do was making her feel safe. As I wiped away her tears, my thumb grazed the curve of her lip, which sent a shiver down my spine. Without thinking, I leaned in, my lips met in hers, a soft, exploratory kiss. Embarrassed by my actions, I abruptly pulled back. It's okay, she whispered in a soft, husky voice. Oh, would you mind sleeping here with me? I don't want to be alone tonight. Your dad Bill returns home. Without a word, I slid into bed beside her, as if a spell was cast upon me. As if there was no way in my rightful mind would I have just given to such temptation. In that vulnerable moment, as our eyes locked, I couldn't help but wonder if she had an idea of how truly I felt about her. The version of your dad. She made my situation worse when she decided to compliment me, while tracing my lips, sending a tingle down my spine. My dad was the most handsome man to ever walk the earth, according to everyone who knew him. And someone saying that I was his female version could only mean one thing. I was as beautiful as he was handsome. It flattered me coming from the woman I loved with. But what made my insides twist even more was when she said, "Your lips are so soft," and I kissed them. Her breathy question hung in the air. I nodded, my voice trapped in my throat. Then, like a stormy sea, her lips crashed onto mine in a passionate kiss. Then, without warning, she pulled back, her eyes softening as she said, "Get some sleep," leaving me to navigate the turbulent emotions she'd awakened. I tried getting some sleep, like she said, but no vain. As I lay in bed, Her fingers drifted to my lips, tracing the curve where her hands had touched mine. The sensation sent shivers down my spine, and I knew I was in trouble. Sleep was the last thing on my mind. Can't sleep. I hummed in response. Let me help you with that. I turned to her with anticipation, but what she didn't next caught me off guard. She removed her nightdress, revealing her bare skin in the dim light, and I felt the space between us shrink as she guided my mouth onto her erect nipples. You can suck on them. Maybe to help you relax and get some sleep. Huskily said my gorgeous mom, in a moment of tender intimacy. As the mom offered me comfort, cradling me like a child as my tongue swept over her nipples, eliciting soft moans from her, which in return thrilled my center of desire. Her hand wandered, tracing the centers of my body, until her fingers came to rest at the source of my desire, sending a jolt of electricity through my veins. I gasped, letting go of her nipple. Oh, baby, don't you dare stop sucking mommy's nipples. In a soft voice, as the mom whispered into my ear. A muffled moan escaped me as her fingers slid into my warmth. I sucked her nipples with urgency, as if my life depended on it. Her breathing became fast and heavy as she worked her way in and out. I cried out with pleasure, but never left my stepmom's nipples as she drove me to climax. She then slid off the bed and returned with a damp cloth, which she wiped across my sensitive sacred garden. She then reclaimed her position beside me, guided my mouth onto her nipples again. That's my girl. Mommy loves you so much. She kissed my forehead as she encouraged me to have some sleep, knowing that I had school the next day.